Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, The Shared Room with
The Disgrace.
the Toxic.
And the weirdo.
Okay,
So, before we start off, if you guys hear a little like
wind.
Yes, the wind, that thing. It's the fan that we have on. Our room, yes, the shared room, it's hot.
It is very hot.
It's hot, and we rather have a fan on than you guys hear a little wind than us dying for
Just
50
a
minutes.
small little propeller, you know?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go ahead and dive into our story.
Story time. Hold up.
Go
I need to
ahead.
lubricate my throat.
Oh God!
I just got a hydro flask, so
Oh yeah, his school gave him a hydro flask because they
When?
couldn't go to Disneyland.
Oh, I wasn't invited.
hear that? Hear that little? I can't even
The
close.
clink of the hydro
I
flask.
can't even close it right. No, but
Too bad Visco
this
girls
is-
are out of style now.
honestly, I came to
Can
the
I
trend
have
way
some
too.
water?
No,
You
my hydro
we-
flask.
Okay, listen. We gave everybody time to go get some water, and this girl didn't get off from the top bunk to go get water, so that's her own fault. Okay.
Cool. All right, so. This
Damn.
it's been a week. Let me just tell you that it's been a week.
It's been a week? Has it really?
I mean, stuff has happened over the week, but like it was mostly that.
Okay.
So
Oh, it's been a week
like-
since our other pod. Okay, yeah. that
Yeah,
makes
it's been
sense.
a week
Yeah,
since
it's been
our
a week
last
since
podcast.
we spoke to you.
yes.
Guys.
They stole my car.
They did.
They stole my car. Here's the amazing part of it, though. We just got the car.
Yeah.
Like, not like we were getting everything ready for the car. We were getting insurance. We were getting like the pink slip. It was under our name now. You know, everything was
the
good.
car was insured. It had a full tank of gas. It had literally everything you can think of. It had except for the what's it called? The little sticker with like 2021 or whatever.
No, it had that too.
Oh, it did.
It had everything.
Oh,
it was
shit.
good.
Oh.
Like, if anything, we were just waiting for like the slip for the insurance,
Mhm.
and that was it. But like, other than that, we had insurance. We had the
So it was
slip.
covered. Everything was covered.
It was a good, like, it's street ready. It's freeway ready. It's ready to go on the other side of the United
Oh
States.
my God,
It's
move.
good,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
And we leave it on the street for
Parked in the street.
it's parked on the street.
It's parked on the street.
Not, we didn't just leave it there. We left it there parked on the street, and like a day or two goes by,
Mhm.
and then my aunt comes back from
Going on a walk.
going on a walk.
Mhm.
She's like, "Hey," she's telling my mom this, right? I'm over here knocked the fuck out. Sorry for the cuss.
It's 9 a.m.
It's 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. I'm over here knocked out. And my tia comes in and she's like, "Hey," or she tells my mom, "Hey, where did your son park the car?" And I was like, "He parked it out there on the street. It's like right next
in front of our house.
right in front of our house, you know? Like, it's right there." She's like, "Oh, well, it's not there anymore." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, it's gone. It's not there." And so my mom comes in here. She taps me, and I'm just like, "Oh, what's up?" She's like, "Hey, where'd you leave your car?" And I was like, "I left it like right in front of our house, like right in front of our neighbor's house next door." She's like, "Oh, your aunt says that it's not there anymore." I was like, What are you talking about? It's not there." So there I go. I grab the keys. I'm going out, and I'm like, watch, it's gonna be there. Me still half asleep, you know. I wake up happy sometimes.
No, you just wake up. Period.
So, yeah, I'm expecting it to be there. And I look around and I'm like, where's my shitty car? Like, where? I swear I left it there. I mean, there's a new car there. I'm pretty sure no one was like, "Hey, you want to switch?" You know, no one was like that. You know, it's an old car. It's easy to break into. We forgot to.
It's a CRV.
It's a Honda CRV. It's a 1998 Honda CRV.
It's
Yeah.
like purplish, pinkish, huh?
It
Yeah,
it
it's like a
changes
faded
color depending
red.
on what how the day is. Sometimes it'll look purple, and sometimes it'll look pink. You know, it all just depends on how the sun is shining on it today. So, yeah, there's a new car parked there, and I was like, they didn't leave a note saying, "Hey, your car looks shitty," so
So I replaced
I
it.
replaced it. There was no note. It was just the car. You know,
It was just gone.
it was just gone.
It was gone.
And I'm just like, wow, they really did me dirty. They really stole a car that has nothing in it. Like, it literally did not have a single thing in there that's useful for them.
You know what it did have though?
What did
A full tank of gas.
yes. Tell me why. Like, and I was thinking of using it the next day.
Yeah, you were.
I was.
You
I
were
was
gonna
like,
take it.
oh, my friend has a party. It's a small get together. No one has COVID there. You know, it's good. I'll drive there, you know, and I can drive myself back. Because, you know, I have my own car. I can be more independent.
And your permit. You have your
And
permit.
my permit.
Uh-huh.
Although it means I have to drive with you.
Yeah.
You know, that still doesn't stop a Mexican, you know? But yeah, you know, I was planning to use it, and then it's just like, hey, yeah, you know, your car's gone. It's like, oh, great. So there I go, calling the police.
Everybody else is knocked out. So like me and Yuli, we're still asleep. We have no idea what's going on until he storms in here and like grabs his shoes or like something. He grabs something from in here and he's like, "Oh my God, Mom, my car!" And I'm like, "Whoa, wait, what?" And I open my eyes and I'm like, "Wait, what's going on?" And he's like, "My car's gone. Oh my God, I don't know where my car is." So I walk out into the hallway, and my mom and my aunt are like, "Ay, sí, se llevaron el carro, se llevaron el carro." And for those of you that don't speak Spanish, they were saying, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, they did steal his car. They stole his car. Can you believe it?" And so I'm just there like, wait, what? And my brother's on the phone with the cops like, "Yeah, and they stole the car. It was parked in front of the house." And I'm just like trying so hard not to laugh, but at the same time I felt bad because I was like, oh, it's
I just called my car. Like, that's the worst thing.
And
Like-
then, when I woke up, everyone was like outside of the room. I was terrified because usually Hoodie would be the last one to get up. I'm like,
You're
what
not
the-
wrong.
I'm like, what the hell? Where'd he go?
Yeah,
And
like,
then-
we usually all of us don't leave the room
Until like 11.
11's early for us to leave. Like, the only one who leaves is the other sister that sleeps here.
Yeah.
But like everyone else, like probably gets out the room at like 11:30, 12. You know.
Yeah. That's our normal schedule.
Yeah, and so
For COVID, because
For COVID.
otherwise I would have been up at like 8.
yeah.
Love that for me.
If I was still in school, I would be up at 6:30.
And
Loser.
that's on public school bus.
And that's on having to go on the bus.
Oh, I hated going on the bus.
That was because you're antisocial and because you would get there late. So
No, you know
half
what?
the time
We'll
you'd be
tell-
chasing the bus.
We'll tell this story when we're done with your story.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So I'm calling the cops, right? And basically they're just like, oh yeah, like we just have to look for it because I mean there's kind of nothing because they asked if there were security cameras, and I'm just like, we live at like a low income area, which you mean there are gonna be cameras, you know? Because this, but no.
This isn't Willow what? Willow Glen.
This ain't Willow Glen. Oh, we just gave up our little area where we live. Oh,
Fuck it.
oh. But yeah, they were asking that, and they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, you know what? I think our neighbor has one. But I don't know if it like saw what happened. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll send a police officer, to just make sure. They never sent one.
They never fucking sent
They
one.
they never send one.
That's hella
And
annoying, though.
Yeah, I mean, sure they have other things to do, you know.
Like what?
That's
like
for the.
what? Because
I
you know
know,
what? Let
I
me
know.
tell you.
I know.
When was it? It was like in February or something. No, on Mother's Day. So Mother's Day, there was a crash.
Can we hold up? Let me.
Okay. I'll tell the story after. Go
These
ahead.
are like we backed up 2 stories now. Like
Okay, go ahead.
okay,
ahead,
so
go ahead.
I'm almost done anyways. Like, okay, so I called them. Let me just skip to when we found it.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait,
no.
how long did it take?
Yeah,
It.
it took 3 days. All right, like they stole it on Thursday, I think, and we didn't find it till like Monday or Tuesday morning.
No, even then we went to the lake, didn't we?
Yeah, that's why Tuesday. Tuesday's when we found it, right? Because it was like a day.
Oh no, we found it on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
We
that's
found
right.
it on Sunday.
Yeah, we found it on Sunday. So they legit had my car for a whole weekend because it had a full tank.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they were going off on that. Let me tell you why.
No.
They were using my car. My car was basically ground zero for their operations of stealing cars. Or not stealing cars, stealing stuff inside cars. Like, we found so much of what they stole in our car. They had I'm pretty sure that was an iPhone 11 in the glove box, right?
It was an iPhone 8.
Oh, well, either
An
way.
iPhone 8, yeah.
They had a phone. They stole a phone. And they just stole it because they wanted to steal it. Like,
yeah.
there was no way they're going to get into that. They even had it powered off. We found the speaker. It works. We found a bunch of iPhone chargers and like a little like charge or car charger type of thing in there. We found a crowbar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We found a crowbar in the back seat.
And a box cutter.
And we found so many box cutters.
I just saw one of them.
There's a good 3.
Oh shit.
There's a good 3 in there.
We found some weed.
I find it funny. They had a little bit left on the little bag, but what I find funny is that they dumped a lot on the bag. Like, it looked like they skirted or like they hit the brakes real quick because it was on the floor. And I was like, that's karma. That's karma right there.
I bet in the car they're like, whatever dumbass dropped the weed in the car, I swear to God.
I'm happy that they lost some weed, but at the same
that makes
time,
up for the gas.
no, it doesn't. I mean, overall value probably, but like it does for my feelings. It doesn't.
For you, no, because you're a non-smoker.
Yes.
Mood.
Yes. No drugs in this household.
There will be no drugs in this household
Yes.
due to them being Hispanic. And
I mean, just being a bitch and not trying it.
We also found a camera.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the
It was a dash cam
Yeah,
camera too.
it
Like
was.
those were kind of expensive.
they didn't have the wire though, so there was no way of us keeping it.
Like there's no. It could have been like they could have been using it or something, or like they could have,
Maybe, who knows?
or could have been just like discharged, uncharged. Yeah. So I think we still have it, right?
I think we do. We just don't have the charger itself.
That's creepy.
Ooh, sorry if you guys heard that vibrate.
No. So yeah. So and there's also glass. There's like glass shards.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
right.
What
That's
I
right.
think, what they were doing was just like they were peeking at windows, and then they, if they saw something that they liked, they would smash the window, grab it, and just run off. And if they had glass on them, who cares? They would just like throw it in there and they'd be like, go, go, go. You know?
What was I gonna say? Oh, are you gonna say when I turned on the phone and then the people came?
Oh yeah, no. So we turned on the phone that we found, and like a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes later,
Mhm.
the phone started ringing, and At first they thought we were the ones who stole it.
Yeah, they thought we were the ones
Just
that
like-
stole it, but I was like, dude, why would I turn it on if I stole it? Like, it's obvious. Like,
Yeah,
people
I
are-
don't know.
I don't know. People are dumb.
People
Yeah.
don't think sometimes.
Sorry if you got your phone stolen and you blame the person that turned on the phone so you could track it. Sorry.
Um, and then who would answer a phone if you robbed a phone?
If you
Who would answer?
Exactly, like, oh hey, it's me, the person that stole your phone.
It's like we're gonna hold it ransom. You won't know where it is. You won't know where it is.
Don't track it. But I'm gonna have it on the whole time. Also, it's at 10%, so don't track it.
Yeah, like I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But you know, after all that, you know, I vacuumed the car. I somewhat cleaned it.
Mhm.
I put 2 little like tree things.
Oh, the black ice one.
Yeah, the like smell, the like
The pine
the
tree.
scented. Yeah. Tell me why my car still smells like fucking weed.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it
yeah. When was
still
it? Yesterday.
does.
Yesterday we turned on the AC, and the vents were letting out only weed smell. And I was like, you know what? I could literally
It blasted
smoke
weed.
a joint right now, and nobody will know the difference because I will still smell like it, and the car will still smell like it. So, fuck it. Let me blaze it here.
Like it's oh my god.
They put,
I'm like it every single time I turn on the AC now. Like I smell weed.
Yeah.
Like so I have to leave the windows down for a bit, turn on the AC,
I mean-
let it blast a little bit, and then I can close it.
Literally, like a lot of like places where they hotbox like cars, if like people don't know that they're like potheads or whatever, like they block out the vents so that so the smoke doesn't go into the vents.
They didn't do that for me.
They're like, fuck it, it's not our car anyways.
I know. You know, they were somewhat nice. They didn't steal the registration and my permit. You know.
Mood.
They probably left the registration because it was temporary. You know, we
Mm.
didn't get the title yet. We didn't put that thing in there yet. The only thing was my permit, you know.
Mhm.
And they left it exactly where it was too. They probably saw my picture on the back and they're like, ah.
They're like,
It's a
ah,
poor,
guys.
yeah, it's like, it's a poor Latino. Alright, just leave that there. You know, mess with everything else, you know, just mess with it.
You know, let's just
Just-
also cut open the little side of the door.
Dude, they cut up the side and I was just like,
they
why?
got bored. What do you expect?
They're like, oh, it's been broke so many times while they're cutting it.
They're like, dude, it's not our car. It's, oh.
Shit, I forgot. It's fine. They got $20 to fill the tank, so why can't they have money to fix this?
But like ever since that, I've upped security on my car.
How made security?
You know, yeah. How?
Yeah.
Don't tell them how.
No, I'm not. I'm only gonna tell them one thing I did.
Okay.
I put the what's it called?
The steering wheel lock?
Yeah. Although the wheel, like, you can move it as much as you want. Like after it's off, it will not lock.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They can
so
still take it.
yeah. But
I
here's
mean,
the thing.
unless their thigh hits, then there's
no,
no
that's
way of
that's
turning.
exactly where I put it.
Oh,
so-
perfect.
The thing, the like end.
Uh-huh.
If you turn to the right, it's
Mhm.
gonna hit the door.
Oh,
And if you turn to the left, it's gonna hit the seat or your thigh.
perfect.
So yeah, I mean the only way is that they would have to take that off, like right where they are,
Mm-hmm.
or go straight. But I mean, there's cars in front,
Mm-hmm.
so there's like, you know, and then the little lock thing, it's a cross,
Yeah.
so it's even harder for them, you know, instead of just
Yeah.
having this straight like thing.
Yeah.
So you know, it's better now. You know, they can
Yeah.
only get into the car. They can't drive off.
They just
They
sleep
just
in
can
there.
get in there. Yeah, they can
They
sleep in there.
You're like, I'll leave you a blanket and a pillow. Don't worry.
Oh my god, they're searching through everything. I just put $1 in there. I'm just like,
Help yourself.
take the $1 and just, there's nothing in here. Like,
Dude, like me,
Please.
I literally leave like actual like $5 in my car.
Why?
I don't know. Sometimes I get lazy to put the money in my wallet.
You're so. Oh my. See, and you're not even rich. That's some rich stuff. But you're not rich. You're not rich, but yet you're over here like, $5.
I'm hella
I'll just
lazy,
leave that
dude.
there. You know what I would do for $5 right now?
Drop below, hey, hey.
I would do that for $1.
Oh my god.
But-
Like our tacos, he dropped it down.
Oh my.
Guys, follow my TikTok.
On her TikTok, I dropped it low.
For
a few
tacos.
times for some tacos.
Can I see the comment?
What comment?
Pablo's comment?
Oh, what was it?
You don't remember?
No.
Okay, so my cousin, he's all like, in the comments it said, Poncho's such a baddie.
Oh yeah.
I
Damn,
mean,
which is a
I kind
fatty. With a fatty.
He wishes he had my ass.
He wishes he had this amount of cake. I'm not speaking for myself because I'm flat, but I'm talking about my brother.
Everyone in this household knows I have a
Literally,
thick.
He got all the ass. Our other sister, she'll be like, "Oh my God, Poncho, why your ass so big?"
Oh my god, dude. It's been so creepy. Like, thank you for complimenting my ass.
But don't do
you're
it so
8.
often.
You're 8 years old. You're my sister.
No,
And you're
the
over
fact,
here saying, like, damn, you have a thick ass. Like,
the fact that she says it so often in a
she
day,
said it
though.
twice this week. Like, dude. I don't know. Why?
You're
You
like,
get for always sitting on us.
no, Britt's like, oh my God, why did God bless me with such a thick ass?
I swear if God didn't, if he didn't give me this thick ass, I wouldn't be having these problems.
Oh my God, dude, swear. No, I plan to get a BBL.
Oh.
Like, take my.
What you
fat
want to
from my
explain?
stomach.
You want to explain? What,
It's a surgery where you take fat from your stomach and they put it in your hip, like to form your hips and your ass.
yeah.
I want that. I need that. Trust. My thighs are okay. My thighs are good, but my ass, it's just like a little phew, like a little hill, like
A little hill. Mine's a fucking mountain.
Yours are like
Kidding.
yours
That's
are
not
like
that big.
no, what's that one mountain? The hella big one. What's it called? I was gonna say Mount Rushmore.
Isn't it
That's
Mount-
where all the presidents are, dude.
Everest?
You're a presidential ass, my dude.
It's a presidential ass.
Mount Everest?
Me when I become a president. Yeah.
That one?
This a
Yeah, Mount
presidential ass,
Everest.
guys.
My brother has a presidential ass. No. So what was I gonna say earlier?
The bus?
Oh, guys,
Oh, yeah.
listen. When I was in 6th grade, I was nervy. Like, I'm one of those people that, like, overthink things, and I get really nervous and anxious, and I feel like throwing up whenever I'm anxious. So that day, it was the first day of 6th grade, and I had to take the bus because the school's pretty far. Like,
It's like on the other side of where we live.
yeah, so it's basically where my sister goes. So, excuse me. I was running late, I think, right?
When
Was
do
I?
you not? That's the real
For
question.
real.
Like, throughout your
Since you were
middle school
little.
career, I would be up, right? I would be like in elementary school, and my sister would come back with my mom, and I'd be like, "Mom, what happened?" And then my mom,
Pues esta,
She-
que se le fue el vaso.
for those who don't know, that means this woman
This
forgot
girl,
like
that
the bus left her,
her.
and my mom would always get mad at her
Because she didn't like
because
driving
you wouldn't
far.
because you wouldn't run. You would be
Oh,
legit
yeah.
right in front of the bus.
Oh,
And the
you-
bus driver would be waiting for you, and you
Girl,
would walk slower,
listen,
or you would walk, or
listen.
you would just walk. There would be no running for you, no running
Listen,
whatsoever.
No, listen. I was not gonna make my whole body plop and flop everywhere. I'm not the type, okay? My body cannot keep up. Like, literally, I'd probably run to the fucking doors, and it, like, my body would continue running. Like, I wouldn't be able to stop.
Why?
I'd be like, I'm here. He's like, no, bitch, keep going. We ain't stopping here. You gotta stop flopping real quick.
So you grab onto the door. Come on.
Like, what? Knowing my hands are so like slippery and wet all the
Mine
time.
are
They're gonna be
too.
like,
I hate
you'll be like,
that.
what? I slipped. I didn't hold on.
Start rolling over.
I trip. No, okay, so the first day I got there and I got to the
Oh.
I got to
My
the
mic
what's
fell.
it called? I got to the doors and everything. So I was taking a step to go into the bus and I fucking tripped on the
That-
step.
But who? I mean, that has like, if you've gone on the school bus throughout the year, you're gonna fall. Like, even me, like, I missed a step one time, or like the end of my shoe, like when I
Hit
was
the
trying to
top,
go up,
right?
hit the top, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Dude,
I hate
I
when that
literally fell
happens.
on my knees and the bus driver was like, "Oh, sweetie, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Bitch,
I
don't
do.
look
The
at
bus
me."
drivers don't do anything. Like,
I'm
you'll,
just sitting
you'll fall
there.
and they'll be like,
Are you okay?
they won't say anything or be like, "Are you okay?" But they won't get up. At
Yeah,
all.
they don't
The
get
only
up.
reason they'll get up.
I'm gonna say something.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
There was this one day where this girl, we got
You
off.
have to speak up a little bit
We-
more.
We got off the bus
Mm-hmm.
to go into the school. There was mud right there. She started running in the mud. She slipped.
I got interrupted for this.
Yeah.
Oh, so
It was funny.
so yeah, like, and then the bus driver looks at me and she's like, "Oh, are you okay, sweetie?" And I'm like, "Bitch, don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't breathe my air right now." I'm so embarrassed, and there's people behind me and in front of me. So there I am holding onto the person that's in front of me's leg, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry. It's my first day out here. I don't know."
Yeah, the bus drivers don't do anything. The only thing they'll get mad for is if you don't sit down in your seat. Then they'll get up and be like, what are you doing?
Dude,
That's so
oh,
true.
I hated them so much. Like, the bus drivers are assholes. Like, first of all, they get there like a couple minutes behind, and then they're like, "Hurry up, everybody, get in your seat because we're running behind schedule." And literally, people are assholes. They will not scoot over for you to sit. Like, it could be one person in the seat, and they will not scoot the fuck over. And I'm like, "Hey, can I sit here?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm seating the seat for Tiffany." Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Tiffany ain't even here right now. She's outside waiting in line. Let me sit the fuck down. But I didn't have balls like that. So I would just continue walking. And even then, like, I would be the last one to sit down and be like, "Take a seat. Take a seat. Hurry up and take your seat. I'm gonna start going." And if you're not seated by the time that I start going, you're gonna get a warning. And I'm like, "Bitch, the fuck? Nobody's scooting the fuck over. Like, how am I supposed to sit down?" But yeah, it's awful out here.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. You see that brain fart?
Clearly, you were going with a motive too. You're
Yeah,
like,
I was going.
"Ugh,
I was gonna go strong, and then I was like,
I forgot.
what?
You had a brain fart. That's what it is."
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. Oh wait, no. In like continuing that bus, I would get so much anxiety being the first one, or yeah, the first one in the line,
Mhm.
because, I mean, you could get good seats, or you'd be like, I don't want that one, I don't want that one, I don't want that one, up until you're at the back of the bus, and everyone's behind you being like, pick a seat. You know, and you're just like, I don't want to sit next to that person, and there's no seats left, you know, and it's just like, you know.
And then you get stuck with the weird kid that's like there with their book
my.
and their lunch pail just on top of their backpack, and they're like, "Oh, you want to sit here?" And you're like, "Can I?" And they're like, "I mean, I guess." And they just move their shit slowly.
That
was you?
I'm
That
not
was
gonna
you?
say that was me.
Bitch.
Actually-
Bocho.
Okay, look. That wasn't me.
That was
all right.
so bad.
I didn't have a lunch pail, but I did have a book. I did have a book.
Oh
No,
God.
but dude, I don't know why, but like, it started in 7th grade. Like my friend, like, in 6th grade, we'd actually be talking, right? And then after a while, we had like nothing to talk about in some days, so it'd be just
Pull out
quiet.
your book.
It would just be quiet, and then he would pull out his book and start reading, and then I was just like, oh, well, I have nothing to do except look at nature, and,
I love nature.
that gets boring after
I
you've
hate
gone
looking
the
out.
same route like 50 times,
Yeah.
And so it got to a point where my friend was just like, dude, just carry a book, And I was like, a book? I was one of those kids where I was just like, F reading, like, I don't want to read. And then he was just like, dude, just read the book, right? I forget if he was the one who told me, hey, like, try this book, you'll probably like it. And so I tried it. I think the first, like, book I read on the bus was The House of Scorpions. That was a good book.
Don't know what the fuck that is,
Of
but
course
okay.
you wouldn't. I wouldn't expect
Okay,
you to know.
go off.
It was a good book. I liked it. And, like, throughout 7th and 8th grade, I would just keep on reading books.
That water tastes like
get-
gasoline.
Get some out of mine.
Sorry.
But yeah, like, 7th and 8th grade, I would just read books. And, like, those big-ass chapter books,
Mm-hmm.
I would finish that in 2 weeks.
Ugh.
Like, that's
Yikes.
how much of a reader I became in 7th and 8th grade, because I was on the bus and I had to stay on the bus for an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, an hour sometimes. Like, it's a long ride.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then I went to high school, no longer needing to go on the bus. I stopped reading, and now I'm still here not reading. But I mean, I have the big chapter book in the closet.
Listen, we literally have a library in our closet.
I've read the books that I want. Like,
Yes.
I've read the ones that I
Oh,
want.
good.
We have like 10, or like, we have hella books actually.
We have a lot.
Like, I don't know how many exactly, but we have a lot of books in our closet.
I don't like reading.
Oh, you don't? What about your book that you read?
That's a different story. See here.
She got. I downloaded the app Wattpad for her. Not sponsored. This is not sponsored by Wattpad, but I love reading on Wattpad. Have I read a book recently? No, I have not.
I have.
But listen, Wattpad is where it's at. Those are free books for the most part, written by regular people and regular schmegular people.
regular.
And they're pretty good, not gonna lie. So I downloaded it for her, and I just got her into that book. I don't even know what it's called. What's it called?
I finished one. The first one it was named the subway, like the tunnel subway thing,
Oh,
where the trains are. Yeah, and these two books are connected. The second one, the one that I'm reading right now, it's called The Death Trap.
nice.
The Death Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's into like ebooks, like electronic books. No paperback for her. But yeah.
She's one of those newer kids,
Mhm.
They're all like, oh my god, that paper book? No. I'm pretty sure the book you've read is probably like the book I would read in 8th grade, like one of those thick ones, but since you can't see how thick the book is because it's online, you'll probably just keep on reading.
The book
I
that I read, The Subway, that one was 35 chapters.
I mean, anything could be like 38 chapters. It just depends how long the chapters are. So, moving on from that topic, did we have another story?
I don't know. I do have, however, a section continuing off of apps. It's called Yuvo, the friend app.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Not sponsored also, but listen.
That's just sad.
Recap
Like,
from last time.
Yes, recap from last time. You kind of rushed it.
I did rush it, and that was because we had a timer set, but this time we forgot to put a timer.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now,
It might just cut randomly, and then we'll
Low-key.
just like not know.
no, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a small break,
Okay.
and well, it won't even be small for you guys. Like you won't even notice the break, but we're gonna take a short break, and then we'll come back when we're done with the break.
Yeah.
And then-
maybe we'll find something to talk about.
We'll refresh on it. I'll have to go back to the podcast and remember what the fuck I said because I'm messy sometimes.
Oh, I know what she's talked about now. I remember.
You remember?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll still take this break just to recap. So, we'll be back in a couple seconds. Okay, we're back. So, we heard the thing back, and we were going to talk about the crash that happened in front of our house. So, on Mother's Day, we had a get-together here at the house, and, what time was it? It was, like, around 11, right? So, like, around 11 p.m., this guest that we had was pulling out of our driveway, and he was already out, like he was already gonna pull forward, and then this car was speeding and he crashed into him from the back, and like the person that crashed into them, their airbags exploded and came out and everything, and like their engine was like done, like their car was totaled, like there's no way of fixing that whatsoever. But thankfully our guest was fine. He just said that his arm hurt a little, so I mean I don't think that's that bad. But so the cops came, and you could tell that they were like hiding something, like they were acting sus. There was two guys, and then one of the guys left.
He
like
did.
One of the guys.
He was. Here's the weird part though. Like, no one saw him leave. At least I didn't.
I
like,
didn't either.
He
Like,
just
disappeared.
because it legit looked like he just like went to the side. You know, he went to the
Mhm.
sidewalk. He was just gonna chill there, and we're all just paying attention to the crash. And then I think I was the first one to be like, wait, where'd the guy go?
Yeah.
And everyone, like, we looked around and he was gone.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so everybody was like, "Where's the other guy?" And the cop pulls up. Oh, before that though, it looked like they were like trying to find something to take out of the car.
Oh yeah.
Like, they for sure had like alcohol. They probably even had a gun, because I'm like, it seemed like they did. Like they just pulled something out and put it in his shirt.
Oh.
So then that's when the guy like backed up or whatever.
Oh.
But like they were for sure on something. And when the cop showed up, the cop didn't even want to test them for anything, like no drugs, like he didn't want to.
No field sobriety test.
Yeah,
Nothing like that.
they didn't test him at all, and we were all telling the cops like, you guys should test him, like he looks fucked up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, that's a lot of paperwork, bitch. It's your fucking job. You're getting paid for that. You're getting paid to do it. I don't understand why you're not doing it. Do your fucking job. And that's what I was saying, like, cops, like, they have the fucking time. They have time.
They just
So,
don't wanna do it.
yeah, it's irritating just being around cops, point blank period. Like, I guess, I don't want to say this, but a cab. kidding, but not really.
Yeah. No, that whole thing was just messed up. I mean, they were obviously on something, you know. And
Yeah.
the thing that made me even more mad was some lady.
Oh,
Like, she was a
God.
cholita, like a little
A little gangster lady.
Yeah, like she really got me mad.
Mm-hmm.
They were both there, like they weren't even in the middle. They were more to the side.
Yeah,
They're
they
more
were
to the
like
side
near
of
my car.
Yeah, they were more to the side of the street, so people can still
Like
go
in
around.
the bike lane, basically.
Yeah.
They were in the bike lane.
Yeah, and they can like go around basically.
Yeah.
Right. A bunch of cars were doing that.
Yeah.
A bunch of cars were going around. They
Mhm.
saw that. They saw that we had the hazards on, you know, and they're like, ooh, you know, bad, you know, and you know,
Ooh, bad.
ooh, bad.
Lights. Ooh, bad.
And so they were going cautiously,
Yeah.
and everything was like sort of like going back to like, you know, everything was kind of chilling out.
Mhm.
up until this lady goes full speed into the car that crashed into our guest's car.
Yeah.
So it became a 3-way car accident. And this lady has the audacity to say, "Why were you guys there?" And like,
She actually said that.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, my.
and it was just like, dude, do you not see how effed up the car is? Like, there's no way to moving that. Like, a tow truck has to come and move it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
there's
she's
no way.
she's literally like stumbling.
Oh, yeah.
She's about to fall, my
Yeah.
dude. I
Like,
swear.
and she wanted to dip so quickly.
Yeah, she
Like,
did.
she was just like, "Give me your stuff. Give me your stuff. I need to go. Like,
Mhm.
this isn't my fault. You guys were in the way. I need to go."
Yeah.
Luckily, the cops came like a bit after.
Yeah.
You know, after the third car.
Mhm.
And yet the cops still were just like, they were. If anything, they were helping her. She was just like,
I
"I need to
know.
go." She's like, "I need to go."
She was
And
still
the cop-
pissed. She was like, "Excuse me, I don't understand why I'm still here. I did nothing.
Yeah,
Look at the
it's just
cars;
like-
they're perfectly fine."
Yeah,
and then
it's
the
just-
cop's like, "Dude, did you hit it though?" And she's like, yeah, but did you hit it though? Yeah, but did you hit it though? Yes, I did. Okay, then you need to stay and give your information."
But once she got the information,
She bounced.
she was gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Well, I mean, not even then. Like, she still stayed, like, for a cheese meal a little bit. And she's like, "Wait, so do you guys need me still?" And the cop kept saying, like, "No, we don't need you anymore. You can go." She's like, "Oh, for real? Y'all don't need me no more?" "Nah, you're good." "Oh, for real? Okay, are you sure you don't need me? You can leave." "Oh, alright, I'm bouncing now." I was like, dude, do you
Yeah.
really need to, like, make
Like-
sure 5 times?
First, she was all like over here, like, "I need to go," and now
Yeah.
she's like,
And then she
"You
wanted to
guys sure you guys don't need me?"
You
Like,
guys sure you don't need me?
you know, I could direct traffic. Like,
Dude,
But-
oh my god. People are crazy out here.
yeah.
Cali is not what you think.
Yes, it's not.
The Bay Area is not what you think.
Okay, so
So, anyways,
Uh,
now
to
to
our-
my section of the apps.
Good? Okay, go for it.
So, about that app, guys, that we
The
talked about
very
last
lonely-
week.
The very lonely.
You have to be very lonely to get this app.
Yes.
Yes. So we talked about Jay. And
Mhm.
So Jay is still on my Snapchat, may I say, but
Really?
he doesn't message me anymore.
Oh,
He just watches my story at this point. But you know what? It's
see, he just
fine.
doesn't want to. He doesn't want to move to that toxicity right there.
You know what? It's not even that toxic. But you know what?
Something a toxic person would say.
Neglect is just assurance.
Okay. So back to.
Okay, so anyways, so I was on the app, right? And out of nowhere, I matched with this person, and I'm like, okay, cool. But this time I made sure to add only here to make friends in all caps, so people don't get the wrong idea. Because I'm not here for anything else other than to make friends, as I should, because I don't want to be lonely my whole life. So, there I am scrolling around, and he messages me, and I'm like, okay, this is cool, this is fine, this is okay. So, we're messaging back and forth, and I don't have notifications on for that app, so I'm just like, oh, I'll get on whenever I can. And I always remember at night, so I'm like, fuck it, like, I'll just get on. So that's what I do. I get on at night. And so I was on it, and he messaged me being like, oh, can I get your Snap or something, or like a way that's easier for me to communicate with you. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we're chatting up, we're just, you know, like talking about our day and everything, and an hour later he's already hitting me with the L word. And I'm like, okay, so when during this whole conversation did you feel the need to say that you love me? Like,
it was too quick.
way
was
too
way
fucking
too quick.
way too quick. So I'm like, okay, so do you know my last name, sir? do you know my last name? Because if you know my last name, then maybe it'll be fine if you say that you love me. But you don't know my last name at all. You don't know anything about me, clearly. And he's like, oh, baby, but listen, I love you. And I'm like, don't say that L word to me. And he's like, okay, baby, okay. And I'm like, what?
False.
No, I can't even show the receipts.
You can't.
I can't.
You can't show
Honey,
him.
he's blocked. I blocked him.
Mm.
Not because of that, but because of what's leading up to it. Listen. So, the next day, like, I left him on red after he said the L word, and I said, excuse me, please don't say that. And he's like, okay, baby. So I left him on red. The next day comes, and he's doing the same shit. So he's like, hey, baby, how are you? And I'm like, okay, don't do that. I'm not into it. So I left him on red again, and he just keeps sending me things every single day, and I'm like, okay, he's persistent, isn't he? Maybe this is what Jay's feeling. So I stopped trying. So I stopped trying to text
Okay.
Jay, because I'm like, okay, this is like I feel the same energy right here. Like, I feel like I'm like pushing him. I'm pushing Jay too far, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine. I don't need to talk to him anymore. It's fine. I mean, he's not even near me, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But this guy, we'll call him. What should we call him?
L.
L. Okay, we'll call
Sure.
him L. So L is over here being persistent and he's sending me selfies, and I'm like, oh, okay, like he looks a little fruity, but you know, it's fine.
He looks bi.
He says he's not fruity, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And so there I am, still talking to him. Some days when I felt nice, I'd be like, okay, like, it's fine. He's not being creepy, so it's fine.
No, he's not being creepy. He's just telling you he loves you in like the first 24 hours.
No, okay, so that was when I stopped talking to him, and then like he stopped. So he stopped. So I was like, okay, like if he calls me babe, that's fine. Like, I don't take offense to that.
Okay.
So like he's like, oh, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. How are you? Like, I never called him babe though. Like hell no.
Uh-huh.
So he's still talking to me, and I'm like, okay, I'm done talking to you. Like, I'm tired of you.
Uh-huh.
So I just like leave him on red every time. And then on Sunday, on God's day,
Okay. On God's holy day.
on God's holy day,
Uh-huh.
guess what this guy does?
What does this mean?
Guess what he does?
What?
He pulls out his wiener,
Oh my.
and he decides, you know what? She leaves me on red every day. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna jerk it on camera.
My, no.
I'm just gonna jerk it on camera for her.
Oh my.
So what do I do? What do I do?
Block him.
I accidentally replayed it.
No.
Listen to me. Listen. Once I saw that I had replayed it on accident, I tapped that shit. I tapped it off. Like, I did not want to see it. Like, that's exactly what I did when I first saw what it was. I was like, okay, I'm gonna tap this off. I don't want to see it. But you know how you have to like click on the little emoji thing for it to come up with the settings in order for me to block him?
Oh yeah.
So my dumbass was like, okay, I'm gonna click it. Little did I know that it has a replay button. So I was like, oh shit, he probably thought I liked it. He
Yeah.
thought that I liked it.
Yeah.
But I blocked him, and I was like, dude, never the fuck again. So I go to my story, and I'm like, it's 1 a.m. May I just add? It's 1 a.m. And I'm like, hey, welcome to my story, guys. So if you're gonna send me some pee-pee pics, you know, and like you jerking it, like, don't do it, please. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it at all. And the next morning I wake up, and a bunch of other guys had also took me off. Like, they blocked me. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather get rid of them. Like, that's disgusting. The fact that you would even want to send that
See,
to somebody without them requesting it in any way, shape, or form, that's sexual assault.
Yeah.
So I felt very offended and very disgusted with their actions.
I just I know I'm a guy, but dude, guys are fucking disgusting. like
You're like, I do not claim them.
like other straight guys, you know, they're something else. Like
They are.
they will like You can just be like, I don't want to see that, and they'll be like, oh my god, like
They're like,
they'll
how
be
did you get
so
offended by
offended.
my pee-pee?
They will get
Like-
so offended.
And I'm like,
They will get
"Sir."
so offended by you
Did I
being like, I did
request
not,
it?
by you being like, I don't want to see that. They'll get so offended.
And
Like,
dude, the thing
so,
is,
so offended.
with one of the guys that blocked me, it was his birthday, and I told him happy birthday, and then he said thank you, and then he saw my story, and then he blocked me, and I'm like, okay, well, sir, I wished you a happy birthday. I don't understand what you don't understand about friendship. Like, I'm being polite to you, I'm being nice to you. But so now, remember that girl that I told you I matched with, on the friend app also?
Yeah.
She's a friend, may I just add. So last night she messages me and she's like, hey, is it fine if I add my boyfriend to the chat? And I'm like, I mean, I guess. And the boyfriend, first thing like he pulls up with is like, I'm trying to have a threesome with like people that are 18 or older. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, this is how you're gonna start this conversation? And like he sends me like inappropriate memes of like, you know, the gawk 3000, and I'm like,
What
listen, and I told him, I was like, so does your girlfriend know that you're like messaging me these things? And he's like, oh, it's fine, she's not jealous. And I'm like,
No.
okay, well, this is when I leave, this is when I block you, but your girlfriend's nice, so I don't know what to do. And I'm in a group chat
That's-
with both of them, but he messaged me like alone.
Privately?
Yeah, privately. Like, he messaged me on his own, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if I should tell your girlfriend or what.
Did you?
And no, I haven't like talked to them at all right now, like today. And then so she was, wait, fuck, oh, so they're in LA, and she's like, oh, so like, when are you gonna come to LA so we can hang out? And I'm like, well, now I'm thinking like, I'm never gonna go because you and your mans are there, and I ain't trying to do no three-way. Like, that's disgusting to me. For those people that like to have three-ways, I apologize. It's not my vibe. That's not what I thrive for.
Some people enjoy it, you know. There are
That's what I'm
some-
saying. Like, people enjoy it, but I'm not the one.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
It's mostly straight guys being like, oh my god, yes. Oh wait, no, that's a giveaway, sorry.
Oh
yeah.
Kool-Aid man. Yeah, but that's not my thing. So now I'm concerned, like, what if they come and like around our area? Because I told them where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like, what if they come to our area and they're like, hey bitch, we're here. I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, but who is this?
Either say that or just be like, I can hang out with you, but your man,
not your mans.
Your man's has to wait outside.
So yeah, and then so she's like, oh, when are you coming to LA? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, depends if Disneyland opens. Like, if not, then I'm never gonna go. And she's like, oh, you could always just come and hang out with us. And I'm like,
No.
after what your boyfriend pulled, ma'am, I don't know if I really want to. I don't know if I want to
Yeah.
at all. So yeah,
You know, I think you should tell her.
I should. I'm
I think
scared.
so. But here, like,
I low-key just feel like blocking the boyfriend, but at the same time, she's gonna be like, why'd you block my boyfriend?
then you can. Actually, you can do that. Block him. Then if she asks, then you tell her. Or she
Weird,
just.
though.
I don't know. See, that's why I don't go on that friends app.
You guys should tweet me what I should do. I'll wait.
Do they even know your Twitter?
My Twitter is Judith H. That's so complicated. JUDITH JUDIDH. No space at all. That's my Twitter. You guys should follow it and tweet me what I should do. But dude, you see, like, it's not fun having that app. Like, I want friends so bad, but we're in quarantine first of all. So how am I
Yeah.
gonna make friends?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, at this point, I'm just really hoping, like, oh my god, I should talk to, what should I call him? The first guy that I matched with on Yubo. I should be like, hey, I'm ready to be FaceTime buddies.
No, no, you're better off going on TikTok and
For
like,
real.
and
Oh my
getting like
God.
those those people that are like not too like that don't have too many followers.
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I actually made a friend off TikTok.
not even.
Yeah, like I got her what's it called? Her username for on here. Her name is I'm not gonna say her name.
Yeah, no.
But it's this one. Look, it's that one.
Oh, and
I
she
mean,
left
she
you
hasn't-
undelivered.
That's so rude, brother. You're so rude. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
so
Probably those kinds of people that text at night.
yeah, probably
Maybe.
because that's when she was texting me. She was texting me at night.
Oh.
But
Well, there you go. Become friends with her.
yeah, that's what I'm thriving for. And she lives like near us.
Oh,
Like she
really?
lives where Eileen lives.
Oh.
Eileen our cousin. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, girl, you're thriving.
Yeah.
Like, she said, because I asked her, I was like, so, like, did a lot of people add you on Snap, like, after you posted your post? And she's like, honestly, yeah, like, I didn't know there was a lot of people around my area.
Mm.
So now I'm kind of tempted to make a TikTok being like, hey, I have no friends. I live in the Bay Area. Like, I'm going to tell you exactly where the fuck I live. Not the house, not the address, but, like, the city.
Okay.
I'm better be like, pull up. Pull up to downtown. Bet.
No.
No.
And be like, meet and greet. But
Oh,
not really a
meet
meet
and
and greet.
greet?
No
Oh
one's
my.
gonna be there.
Oh my. You
Oh,
like.
that's so sad.
You're like, all right, let's meet up at this Starbucks.
It's just our cousin that shows up. She's like, I'm here. I'm here to be your fan. No, dude. Honestly, I feel like she'd be like, I hope it's fine that I invited also my followers. Because I have 2,000 something.
Oh my god, like 5 of you guys, like the small TikTokers, like guys, fan meet up. We're all gonna meet up at this one place.
Everybody that lives in the Bay Area shows up. Like, with the small accounts, they show up and they're like, hey, so I heard you're having a meet and greet. I hope you don't mind that we added ourselves to it.
Just like, yeah, we're all just gonna like share followers now.
The creepy thing is, all my followers are like little kids, and I'm like,
Really?
You know what? Let's just thrive to be better. Can
I
I,
can
get some
imagine-
adults, please?
I can imagine like a 10-year-old being like, hey mom.
That's the
Ju-
girl on TikTok.
It's like, hey mom, Judith is in our area. She lives around here. Can I go meet her?
They
She's
stalk
gonna have
me.
a meet and greet
Dude,
here.
Oh, imagine.
The mom's like, oh my god, really? It's like, yeah, I saw one of their TikToks too. They were really funny.
Dude, not gonna lie, but like my TikToks are pretty fucking funny.
They're no, okay, some
They're like decent.
some are
Some of them
fun.
aren't that
Some of them are fun, and some of them are just like, what is this?
good.
Like it's one of those like weird or like
That's
dumb funny
That's who I am, though. I'm dumb funny.
or just dumb.
In a funny way, bitch.
I guess.
But that's just me. Like, that's truly who I am. Like, I'm not lying about who I am online.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way I am. But yeah. That's my section. So.
Remember last time you wasted like the whole hour doing your makeup for a TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot.
That
You used to
got
spend
mad at
so
you.
much time like
I know.
being like, okay, I'm gonna do TikToks. I'm
But
gonna
I
do
mean,
this.
if you think about it, that one has a lot of likes compared to like all
Oh,
the
yeah.
other videos that I've made. Well, except for the snail one. The snail one I wasn't even trying,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like it like blew up.
Mhm.
Not a lot. Not a lot. Don't think I have clout. I don't. Like
She doesn't.
I'm fucking broke as fuck. But like that TikTok got a lot
Yeah.
of attention,
Compared
and
to all
that's
your
the
other
one
ones.
that got me like 100 something extra followers.
See, there you go.
Dad got mad at you last time.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
Did it? It was fun.
For the earth, water, fire
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, my dad got mad. He's like, he saw all the all the time I put into that TikTok, and he's like, stop making TikToks. He literally I feel like the way he saw it is that's your fucking OnlyFans,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, I'm not doing anything inappropriate. Like literally, kids are on the app, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh well, then let the kids make the TikToks. I'm like, bitch, listen. Let me express myself. Like,
Mm.
I'm literally locked in this house all fucking day, doing absolutely nothing because I'm unemployed. So the least you could do is let me make TikToks. Like, let me be happy, my dude. and he doesn't even want that for me. So I have that going for me.
And then when Soti copied your idea for a TikTok, when they poured water on it.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Our cousin tried like the next thing, which it's kind of like there's air. It's kind of like Avatar, air, wind. I mean air, wind, air, earth, fire,
water.
and water, right?
Yeah, so I was the earth one. This girl did fire, and then this other girl did wind. And there was one spot left, which was water, and I assumed nobody had done water because, like, it's fucking hard. Like, how the fuck are you gonna control water? But, so our cousin tried to do it, which, by the way, the lighting was off.
Mm-hmm.
The lighting was awful.
Yeah.
I could barely even see anything.
Yeah, like, it was literally dark, except for, like, a small light.
It was
Like
blue. She was showing off her LED light.
No, that wasn't when she had LED lights. That was different.
Really?
But either
Yeah.
way, like
Either way, it wasn't.
it was terrible.
It performed awful, also.
Yeah.
And she tagged me in it. Bitch, she tagged me in it.
The worst thing is
She said, "Give me clout."
she like for the water thing, all they did was pour water on her head.
Yeah.
Like, and
you could see their
you
hand
could
and
see,
the cup.
yeah, you could see
Yeah.
who poured the water, too. It wasn't like, oh, like the water came out of nowhere. No, you see the
You
cup.
saw the hand.
You saw the hand. You saw the cup. You know, you saw everything, and then you can tell she did it a lot of times
Her
because
shirt
you
was
could see
shirt
her
was
shirt
wet.
was wet
Yeah.
already.
Uh-huh.
So it wasn't like, oh wow, you know.
It came out of
It
nowhere.
came out of nowhere. It's like, no, you see the spots where she tried and she
Mhm.
messed up.
Mhm.
She tried this multiple times.
And the funny thing is, she tags me, and in her comments, she's just like, everybody's like, oh, like, oh, okay.
That's it. Just
They're just like, oh, okay. And then, on my video, like the creator, the one that created that TikTok, she commented being like, oh my god, this is so amazing.
Mhm.
And I have other comments of people being like, for you page, like, you know,
yeah.
like hyping me up. And I'm like, thanks, bitch. Like, I deserve it.
Yeah.
Also, for a visual, I literally lifted my leg with a point. Like, my
Oh, the
leg is pointed. And I'm like thriving, you know?
Yeah.
Low-key thriving. I got a follower today on TikTok.
Wow.
And I've not posted
And
in
you
like
have not
3
posted.
days.
Leg is
You just, like,
pointing.
I feel like you gave up on it. Now.
I didn't. I actually didn't. I made a TikTok a couple days ago, brother.
Yeah, I know you did, but like,
You don't post that much.
Yeah, you don't
Well,
post as
no.
much.
I always skip 3 days. 2 to 3 days I always skip.
You've been
yeah, but
skipping
you've been
like
skipping like a
weeks.
week.
No, I am
Months.
not. Look. Oh, I was gonna put TikTok on, but I can't.
No, yeah, no.
You get copyrighted.
Copyrighted. I love copyright. So the
Copyrights are
last
fine.
time, yeah, 3 days ago I posted. 5
Oh.
days ago, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on brand for me. So
But
yeah.
the light, that was the hardest part. Oh my gosh, I had to control the light, and like, we didn't even have LED lights at that time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
so
no.
at that time we only had those light things with a speaker. So a speaker,
speaker
light,
with a
light
light.
bulb. Sorry, speaker light bulb.
Yeah, and you can change colors on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
I had to keep it on green, and then I had
Mhm.
to start flashing the green and then the white,
Yeah.
but I couldn't do that, cause
So we just put all the colors.
yeah,
I mean, it's Earth, right? So like, I'm
Yeah.
assuming like all the colors, like, you know.
that's
Yeah.
what I said.
I mean, I feel like I had a somewhat. Yeah, mine was easy. I mean, just like pushing the vine
Yeah.
without me being seen, without my hand being seen.
Mhm.
I mean, it turned out well. Like
Yeah.
it turned out great.
Yeah.
If anything, you know,
Mhm.
if anything, it's probably the best out of all.
All the
of-
other ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Probably.
say so. I mean, for the fire, it was just this girl like
With the lighter.
with the lighter. I feel bad for her though. Like
Yeah.
they were
Oh,
like,
her
"What could you
comments. Her
do?"
comments were awful. A lot of her comments were like, "Wow, you do high production for other things, but this TikTok, you fucking just pulled the lighter out." And she replied, being like, "Okay, then you fucking try. What the fuck?"
Yeah, and there's like really nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Unless
Except
you put something.
except if you go full
You know
on
what
out.
you could do
Mm.
to do the fire one, you could put hand sanitizer. in
Oh
your
my god.
hair.
No. That's
That's gonna burn you.
That's gonna burn you.
No. I
No,
mean,
like a
but the
pile
way
of it.
what they could have done, I don't know. I think I saw something where like they can like put like a glove on, and then they put this one thing on, and then the fire becomes blue, and it won't burn you. I forgot what like combination it was.
I don't know
like,
what that is, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, but I mean I didn't see it till like this week or something. So.
Okay, so our last section for today is the Reddit questions, brother.
Oh, we're doing that.
Oh, my head.
Late. Ugh.
Just hit us with one question.
I
Fine,
hit my
I'll hit
head
you with
on the
one
water
question.
bottle.
Loser. All right. So. Oh wow. It
Hello.
switched up. What is this? I had it here, and now it's just not here.
It's just
Okay.
gone.
I'll give you another one though. This one was posted 37 minutes ago. All right.
Oh, love that.
What pops into your head when you hear the word Texas?
When you hear the word what?
When you hear the word Texas.
Texas? Like Texas, the state?
Yes, Texas
Oh.
state.
I don't really know. I like the first thing that popped into my head was Morgan.
Morgan. Morgan.
Rylan Adams' sister, Shane Dawson's fiance, Morgan Adams.
I
'Cause
wouldn't know.
They made a video in Texas, and she got like this new look, and she's the clumsiest person alive.
Oh.
I love Morgan. Morgan is hilarious, and she like, yeah, that's the first thing that pops into my head. She's like, oh, I got my hair done like Dolly Parton or something like that. It was funny.
Got my hair did.
Got my hair
Alright,
did.
what about you, weirdo?
A cowboy hat.
A cowboy hat?
That's it. Literally, mine had this
And-
whole
And
backstory.
also, my old 6th grade teacher, my math teacher.
What? That's
Why?
the weirdest thing ever.
He said. Last time he said.
It's
Out
stop.
of nowhere, he
Mine
said.
didn't.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
Out of nowhere, he said, I'm from Texas. And I'm like, no one asked you, but okay.
Oh damn!
My sister.
I didn't say it out loud.
Oh my.
What comes into your head?
Yeehaw feeler.
Oh my god!
My bad for whoever's in Texas, but like that's what I think of, like desert. Think of the movie Holes.
Oh,
That's what I
yikes.
think of when I think of Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
I wanna
feel like.
wake up in Texas.
Where's my girl
The
Sandy
ocean's
Cheese?
no place for a squirrel.
Real little cheese know that.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for this week. Tune in next week for more of
The shared room. with-
Bitch! The disgrace, the toxic, and the weirdo in the shared room.
Oh.
Wow, we really need to work on our outro.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.